Air placements: Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, or if this may resonate with your North Node. There is a pattern that is really being highlighted right now. And when right before I started your message for the week, I heard, "You suffer until you see." And I I want to say a few things. First of all, we are in a state of when we are in a state of fear, we are in a state of delusion. There's a part of us still lying to ourselves. There's a part of us that is holding ourselves prisoner. The writing is on the wall. The actions behind certain things are on the wall. And, you are walking around like you don't have any sight, and you do. Um, a part of you wrestles with yourself still to prove your worth by your actions. And you have to have some form of balance within yourself that says, no, this doesn't feel safe or right for me. You're over compromising and people pleasing tendencies, and you've gotten better, but you're still rooted in it. You're still anchored in it in many ways. And it's being highlighted right now, and you need to pay attention. Um, in order to heal from something, a wound, a pattern, you have to be very honest with yourself. You have to look at the situation or the person, whatever it is, and say, they do not like me. I have given them a title and a space in my life because of whatever the reasons are, but they don't like me. And they probably don't even like themselves. And especially if someone around you is not doing any real self-worth, you're going to be on a carousel ride. You're going to keep going around and around, and you're not going to outgrow this pattern. So, what happens if you let go? Okay, it hurts, it's scary. Fear is bringing about deep delusion to you. And Delulu is not the Salulu. It's not. Looking at people for who they are. I was talking about this not long ago, and there was someone that I was very connected to, had a very big title in my life, and I had to be honest with myself that if they were my safe space, then I was used to hell. And if they were connected to me in that capacity, then I was connected to suffering. And you have to be very mindful of the people you are still around because they reflect you deeply. If they're avoiding something, so are you. So you won't be able to, if you don't really get to this pattern, you won't be able to ascend the way you want in the areas of your life that you want, especially love. Um, I was saying I had to be honest with myself, like, and I keep like avoiding that, and I feel like that's your energy, like avoidance. I had to say to myself, not just the hell part, but this person is mean, and they're ruthless, and their heart is buried under shame and pain, and I'm not digging it up because I did not get hired to be a fucking cemetery worker or any of that nonsense. Some people are walking around with embalming fluid in their veins, and you are not dead. You are alive. And there's a part of you that wants to feel the depth of this death because it feels like love to you. And you're gonna miss out on some great things. You are, if you're not careful. Okay. The burden. This is this pattern I'm talking about. The burden. You're carrying things. Look how exhausted you look. You're carrying things, And also, a big thing is you pour into or try to convince the wrong people to like you. The wrong people with you have beautiful ways about you. Why are you giving those to the wrong people? And your word is everything. The tongue is powerful, and your word is everything. Remember that. So you need to redirect your mind. You're going in a different place, and it's a tough space that, like, for you, because you keep going into the same thing. You're going to keep hitting the same patterns if you're not honest with yourself. Brutally honest. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. I feel like that's about you. Bringing a gentle touch to yourself. And then the 1 and 8 on the top of the card is 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. Completion. Spirit is trying to really help you end this. You have so much to give, and you give it to the wrong. Like, the people who pour into you, really pour into you, are priority. Not you constantly trying to desperately seek connection from people who show you with their actions that you're not worthy of it with them. Be honest with yourself.